Hey, Brian Young here from ProfitSourcing.com. I just want to welcome you to this course. This is going to be an introductory series on Amazon, the marketplace. I just want you guys to have a good, adequate, comprehensive feel about the marketplace in which you're going to be selling your books on. It's such an incredible opportunity for us third-party sellers to make some great money partnering up with like the biggest online retailer the world has ever seen. And Amazon gives us a front row seat. They give us all the tools that used to be specifically reserved for the big dogs. You know, just a handful of years ago, us little folk, home-based book-selling businesses can really compete with the bigger sellers because we're given these tools to move and to market our products online. So the first video in this series is understanding the marketplace. I just really want you to understand what Amazon.com is and what it can mean for you and your business. I think it's pretty incredible. So first off, Amazon is the place to sell stuff. And it used to be the bookstore, right? The online bookstore. Everybody knew that Amazon was a place to go to buy books, but now they consider themselves the everything store. And that's true. I mean, I'm sure you know personally, like me, we're buying stuff off Amazon all the time, and rarely really is it books anymore. We're getting groceries, we're getting costumes, we're getting toys and games, even watch our movies and read ebooks off of Amazon directly. And so Amazon's kind of a destination spot for a lot of people to go to buy, to make their purchases. Oftentimes people will be in the department store looking at items. They'll look up the item on their phone on Amazon, and then they'll determine whether or not they want to buy it in the store or maybe have it shipped directly to their home, through Amazon. And Amazon just makes it really easy. I think that's one of the biggest reasons why people really are attracted to this platform, is because it's easy to shop there. It feels safe and secure, and people have a genuine trust for Amazon as a corporation. They know that if things don't go right, if the product they get isn't as described, they're going to be able to get their money back, and it's going to be relatively hassle-free. The topics we're going to cover today, we're talking about Amazon as a platform itself a little bit. We're also going to look at why you should be selling your books on Amazon specifically. We're going to briefly talk about Amazon's sales rank. So on every single listing, Amazon ranks all their products in categories. There's some general categories and there's just some smaller subcategories. So we're going to talk about what those sales ranks mean and how we can utilize them in our business. Next, we're going to talk about FBA versus MF. So FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. MF stands for Merchant Fulfilled. And essentially what those two things are, FBA means you are purchasing items, books in our case, and you're shipping them off to Amazon's fulfillment centers in bulk. So instead of sending one to this customer and another one to that customer and another one to that customer when they're selling on Amazon, instead, before they're even available for sale, we box them up like 30, 40, 50 books in a box, and we ship them off in bulk to Amazon. Then Amazon will fulfill them when the orders come in, and we'll talk about that a little bit too. That just gives us third-party sellers just an incredible advantage over our competition. And there are a lot of sellers out there that do merchant fulfilled, so that's a traditional way to sell things online. Like on eBay. I mean, that's how it works. You list an item. When the item is sold, you pick it off the shelf. You print out usually a packing slip. You box it up. You print out a shipping label to go on the top, and then you schedule a pickup, so the UPS or the post office or whatever, and you're fulfilling that order to the customer. And then you're the one doing all the customer service, and you're the one handling returns. See, with FBA, it's different. You're outsourcing a good portion of the logistics to them, and it's really going to free up your time to invest that into sourcing or managing your business. The next topic we'll talk about is why book selling is a great place to start. Now, there's lots of other things you can sell online. And if you have had any experience on Amazon, you'll know there's lots of other categories. There's Facebook forums filled with third-party sellers that are selling toys and games and beauty and baby stuff and pet supplies and clothing and shoes, and the list goes on and on. But I think Greg and I both believe that book selling is a great place to start. And then finally, I'm just going to encourage you to take action. I really want you to watch the videos that we have in this series, and I want you to immediately do something about it. I don't want you to be paralyzed by the information analysis paralysis, some people like to say. I want you to just get at it and go for it, because I think that's where you're going to learn your most. So, like I said, Amazon.com is a hot place to sell stuff. Here's just some statistics that I pulled up. According to BusinessInsider.com, they sell over 500 items per second. That is, I mean, wrap your mind around that for a minute. That's an incredible amount of product and inventory that's moving through that platform. And some of that stuff is fulfilled by Amazon directly, so it's coming from an Amazon warehouse. Others is coming from third-party sellers. So it's just a great forum for sellers to sell things because all the buyers are there and they're buying stuff up. Cyber Monday 2014. So that's the Monday after Black Friday last year. According to Fortune magazine, Amazon sold over $2 billion worth of product in that one day. Okay. Now Amazon isn't really specific about some of the numbers or sales numbers, but they threw us a bone and said they did over $2 billion in sales. That's absolutely incredible. So you can see again the sales volume that they do, the traffic that comes through there, the consumers that conglomerate on Amazon.com really make it a great place to sell stuff. According to Statista.com, which is just like a statistics website, Amazon did $88.22 billion in net revenue in 2014. So for the entire year, $88.22 billion. That's pretty impressive. And then on Prime Day, which is just kind of some random day that Amazon chose in the middle of the summer. The summer is usually kind of slow for retail, online retail, and regular traditional brick and mortar retail as well. They had a Cyber Monday day, or they had a Prime Day, and it beat out Cyber Monday. So they didn't give us the specifics, but they said they sold more than $2+ billion on that random day they selected in 2015. So you can see down here at the graph, it might be kind of hard to read, but you just kind of see this is the revenue in U.S. dollars and billions that they've made starting in 2004 all the way up to 2014. So it's a booming, growing company. And obviously tons of people are shopping there, as I'm sure you know yourself. And one of the reasons why Amazon is doing so well is they've revolutionized the logistics game. It's completely unheard of. You can, if you're a Prime member or maybe you spend enough money to be eligible for Super Saver shipping, you get free 2-day shipping on all Prime eligible items. And you can also upgrade that to an overnight option. I think it's $2 or $3.99 extra, and they'll get it to you overnight. What's incredible about this is I know personally I've ordered books and things before, and I get them within 24 hours sometimes. I do the 2-day shipping, but they are so fast at moving inventory. They're so fast at logistics. Just the systems that they have set up across the United States are so impressive. They were able to pick, pack, and ship my book to me and get it on my doorstep within 24 hours. And that's not an abnormal occurrence. I mean, we get, when I'm looking at my buyer feedback, the feedback the buyers leaving for the products that we sell them, it just over and over and over again, this product was shipped super fast. I got it well before I was expecting it, et cetera, et cetera. And that's because Amazon has really put an emphasis on logistics. And paired with their logistics, they have a world-class customer service. So Amazon's known for kind of going above and beyond for their customers and really making it easy. I think one of the perks of shopping like in a department store, a brick and mortar store, is that you can try things on. If you don't like it, you can bring it back to the store. You can talk to customer service or even a manager, and you can return your item, get your money back. But when you shop online, you don't necessarily have that luxury on all sites. But with Amazon, they say, you know what? If you buy a piece of clothing, like a swimsuit or a shirt or a pair of shoes, and you don't like it, free shipping, free return shipping, no questions asked. And they just ask you to repackage it a certain way, but they'll give you a return shipping label. And so it really takes the liability out of online shopping because you're able to return things that you don't like. And you're able to do all that from the comfort of your own home, which is really just put the customer in a good mood, which means good for sales, obviously. And so like I mentioned, they have fulfillment centers all over the world. Like they're popping up in every state. These are massive warehouses, distribution centers that are put them in a position to be able to fulfill that 2-day shipping obligation because they have so much stuff everywhere. They spread all their stuff out throughout the country. They're able to move it around very quickly. According to IRP, the Amazon.com has 40 million Prime subscribers. Again, it's not a concrete number. There was some reconnaissance that needed to happen to get this number because Amazon is not releasing this number. But if this number is true, 40 million people have paid yearly to be a Prime member, which means the tendency for them would be to probably buy more on Amazon than they would normally because they have this membership subscription that they paid for. It probably means that they're going to onto Amazon for other things besides physical products, because as a Prime member, you get to check out books for free, one book a month, I think it is, and then you're also able to view all of Amazon Prime's videos, instant videos, for free. So it's kind of like a Netflix type membership as well. But then in addition to that, you get free 2-day shipping, and you get an extra overnight option. And so I know me as a Prime member, I'll go to the offers view, so I'll find an item I want. I'll go click on all new offers. I'll click on that tab, and I'll immediately sort them by Prime eligible items only, because I really want that item fast. And I know a lot of people that do that. They don't even they with one click of the button, with one box checked, they completely eliminate all the merchant fulfilled competition, all those sellers that are boxing and shipping their own items from their own house or warehouse or home office or whatever. So that's a big deal. 40 million people buying into Amazon.com, which means increased sales for FBA sellers, in my opinion. And then finally, they're really disrupting the retail space in big ways. I mean, I know you know it, but we're seeing brick and mortar numbers go down, and we're seeing Amazon numbers going up. And I really feel like people are merging their way online. They're getting more and more comfortable. Even some of the older generations are getting more and more comfortable putting their credit card online and buying things. And the younger generations, and they're going to know nothing different, right? I mean, they're going to grow up buying all their stuff online. And so it's just really, it seems like just a matter of time before online sales will exceed brick and mortar sales. It's not there yet, but I think that it's trending in that direction.